I was talking to Bama like in our little pregame. Anybody, what is Tony? Why are the Dallas Stars for the last 30 years the Colorado Avs kryptonite, man?
I have one word.
Wait, Lorraine.
I have two words actually. Mikko
I want to
Rantanen.
hear the 2 words.
Yeah, what's the words?
Mikko Rantanen. They traded Mikko Rantanen from the Avs to the Stars. It was either this season or last season, and now he was the reason that they won the series.
Well, no, they traded him to Carolina first. Then from Carolina, he went to the Stars.
That's what
And it's kind of funny because, the guy that caused the penalty, which gave the power play to Dallas last night to get what the game time of the go-ahead goal was, a Drury, who they got in the rent and trade from the Hurricanes. He comes to the Colorado Avalanche. Mikko goes eventually to the Stars, causes the penalty, which Rantanen gets the goal in. Which, by the way, he did get a hat trick. You're right, Lorraine. He got a hat trick last night.
Yeah. I saw that.
I mean,
I didn't want to see it.
And they got Duchesne too, man. They got like 2 of the best Avalanche players that have the last decade that they've had, and they're both on their team. It sucks for Avalanche.
All they have left is McCarr and McKinnon, and that's not enough, I think.
Yeah, and Landeskog, is one of those that he might have. He's our captain. He's our captain, but at the same time, after 1,000 days of not playing on the ice, it happens. He looks like a rookie.
He scored a goal though.
Yeah.
And he just came off of surgery.
Yeah, they needed more than Landeskog, that team.
Yes. They needed a whole lot
I guess this is the thing I don't understand. I mean, if you go back in time, like 2 weeks ago, the Avs were the favorite to win the Stanley Cup going into the playoffs.
Yes.
Well, the only people that really believed that were the people not in Colorado. I mean, when they traded Mikko Rantanen away, midseason? I mean, the talk right here was the Avalanche just threw the towel in. They gave up. The season was over. Blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden, they made a couple deals. They got the dude from the Islanders, the Brock guy.
Brock Nelson.
Couple other deals. Brock Nelson, right? But they made some deals to kind of get back into the game again. But I mean, the talk was the Avalanche were done outside of inside Colorado. I guess outside Vegas still had them as favorites, but yeah, we thought they threw the towel in midseason. But they came back and played pretty tough and got to the round. But nobody thought they were going to win a Stanley Cup here, brother.
No, okay. Well, I've been working a ton, and I haven't been able to follow them that much this year. It's just, and I know you guys do, and I know Larabe is super hockey girl, but I just, man, when I saw that we had to start off against the Stars, it was just like,
and that's stupid too, right there.
Think about Tony. Can you remember, and maybe Google something for me? Have the Avalanche ever beat the Stars in the playoffs to move on? No. Ever? I don't think we have. Even back in the Sakic and Forsberg days.
We never had the opportunity to play them. They already, in one of the playoffs that we won the Stanley Cup, they got knocked out before we got to play them. Thank God.
Cheese sticks. And I'll do an order of 10 hot wings. Just hot. Sorry, dudes. Gotta order some food.
10
Hey, understandable, man.
Yeah,
hot wings.
Bone in.
Yeah.
Is that hot?
Yes. Yeah.
Want to have fries or no?
No, it's just a base. Awesome. Thank you. So, what did it say? Have the Avs ever beat the
It said, yes, the Colorado Avalanche have beaten the Dallas Stars in the playoffs. In fact, they have a slightly better playoff record against the Stars, 21 wins, 21 to 23.
You guys remember any of these years? Like, I mean, you guys remember
21,
after
23.
we won in 2001 when we won the Stanley Cup, like in the early 2000s, we still had Forsberg and Sakic. There was like 2 or 3 years there when the Stars just had the nuttiest defense. Like we couldn't get the puck past half ice for like years.
No, I agree with you. I still remember, the Dallas Stars for one, and the other one, the Arizona. Now there's not Arizona.
Yeah.
What a trip. They're Utah now.
Really.
Yeah, I agree. I really don't remember us beating them in the playoffs.
Oh, just the 12.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
So, So that's what I don't know. I just when I saw us starting against the Stars, it was like, oh god, dude.
Well, the Stars also have Jake Ottinger, so we have.
Yeah, really
And
good goalie.
no,
Yeah.
they have.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
He's
I don't
good.
remember which game it was in particular, but for some reason they pulled Jake Ottinger from the third period after like facing like 43 saves. Like man was getting like peppered out there, and then they pulled him. But he was doing good. It was really weird. I don't remember which game it was. I mean, it doesn't matter. Stars won the series anyways, but like.
And you know what I just noticed?
Question. Let me pull up my book.
Okay,
Hold on.
go-
Go ahead.
I just noticed that now all of a sudden, guess who's favored to win the Stanley Cup?
The Stars.
The
The
Stars.
Stars, probably.
The Stars have been the NHL dark horse for the past 5 years. Like every time the Stars make the playoffs, people are like, how did this happen? Like they fly under the radar every single fucking year. Like I swear.
Yeah.
And like I'm not surprised at this one because I pay attention. But like everyone else, like
And hey, dudes,
usual hockey fans are like,
hey, dudes, I got a side note with this whole not being live thing anymore and AI editing. We can cuss again.
were we not allowed to cuss?
Well,
yeah.
yeah, because we were. So the fucking A, we can cuss all we want, and I think the AI, I'm assuming if there's a clip, it'll censor it.
Whoa.
Billy Hughes,
Test it
Hello.
out.
how's it going, man?
Great. How are you guys?
Hey,
Good,
what's up,
good.
Billy?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Chilling like a villain.
Hey, I
All
like
right,
your
talk
I
to
like
hey, I gotta say something.
I like your
Talk
Nugget
to me,
shirt.
brother. Talk
Yeah,
to me, brother.
I like your Nugget shirt, man.
Who's gonna win the NBA title?
Man,
Talk to me.
if I had guts, I would say OKC. I just don't really believe in them quite yet, just because Memphis wasn't really a great team to show for.
You got Boston in your eyes, don't you?
No, I like Cleveland in the like.
What?
It's weird.
Oh,
I kind of like
can't even talk
Cleveland.
smack about Cleveland. They're great, brother.
I
They're
kinda
great,
like-
but holy cow, I
Philly
couldn't
is
wait to
our
talk
NBA.
to you.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to talk today. I actually love the Knicks too. What they're doing.
Hey, the
So,
Knicks look good, man. Hey,
yeah.
they're the Cinderella team in that division.
Yeah, no,
You know that.
The East is exciting. Indiana's
It's
playing
crazy.
game one today. Yeah,
It's
That's,
crazy.
That's what I was about to say. Since Halliburton's father ain't on the stands
Yeah.
to disrupt the game, the Pacers
Yeah,
might do something now.
I didn't love that. He actually said he's no longer going to games, which was kind
That's
of
what he said. Yeah,
yeah. But no, lots to
no.
digest for sure.
He
I don't
didn't
know
say
where
it.
you guys want to start.
Right, it's in my
Yeah,
notes.
yeah. He mutually agreed with the team.
Yeah, so where do you guys want to start in the NBA? I mean, we can
Let's
go wherever
okay,
you want.
Billy,
Hey, let's go.
start with the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Just because we're obviously
It
Denver
was so
homers.
recent. Yeah.
Yeah, we're Denver homers. Well, okay, let's start here because you're kind of our NBA expert.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most likely, how likely are the Nuggets of getting past OKC?
Probably like a 4.
You think it's unlikely?
Yeah, man. I mean, OKC's like I don't have OKC stock yet. That's the only thing. Like I mean they have tremendous defenders, Lou Dort, Alex Caruso. I mean, they're just all over the place. I mean, if you look at that last game 4 when Ja Morant went down, landed on his hip, I actually watched that live. That was crazy. Alex Caruso, he had 4 steals, but it felt like he had 7 steals. He's getting deflections all over the place. I mean, they're a tremendous defensive team. So, like, the Thunder are, like, the real deal. I just don't believe in them quite yet. I want to see them in the next round.
But Billy,
Yeah.
I think you're forgetting about one thing,
What's that?
and that is the resurgence of one Mr. Russell
No Westbrook. Yeah.
the
He had
second
5
coming.
steals. He had 5 steals last night.
Bro, Jokic, Murray, and a like 30-year-old Russell Westbrook,
Yeah.
unstoppable, my friend.
Yeah. I mean, MPJ he can only lift his one arm. I mean, he was hitting shots too, Michael Porter Jr. So, I mean,
Clutch.
it's bizarre when you fire Calvin Booth, your GM, and then Mike Malone, your head coach, and then all of a sudden you have Adelman. His dad was Rick Adelman. He coached the Sacramento Kings, who should have won the chip. But yeah, Adelman, kudos to him. He figured it out in game 7. He outcoached Tyronn Lue. I think the Clippers, they were just flat. They were flat. They didn't have their legs under them. A lot of their shots, how Kawhi Leonard has that flat looking shot. A lot of their shots were flat and they didn't have their legs and they were tired going into that high altitude, intense environment.
Mile high, baby.
Yeah, it showed. So, kudos to Denver. I actually was rooting for the Nuggets. I really like Jamal Murray. He's one of my favorite players. So I was happy to see them pull through and advance to round 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sweet. Tony and Bama, what are your, on, scale of 1 to 10? Because, I know that OKC, but I mean, I guess besides the Celtics, I'm assuming OKC would be probably the second favorite. I didn't write down the odds to win it all. I mean, they've beast moded their way through basically the entire season, right? Tony and Bama, what are your thoughts? You guys are gamblers.
Well,
Did you put money on it?
You got 2 possible MVPs going head to head. It's going to be interesting because, for one, they got a great defense. Ours is not bad, but they have a good defense. But our offense, if we're playing like we played yesterday, I think, shoot, we're going to go far, man. We look good. You know what? And I'm proud about Gordon stepping up.
Yeah.
Murray stepping up. And, Joker's Joker. He's going for another 4 MVP.
Do you think he'll get the MVP? Do you think he'll get the MVP?
I believe he will because
You
he's
honestly
already proved himself. He proved himself when our team was down. He was the only one stepping up. And then, he did, hit a 60-point game. And
Yeah.
how many triple doubles does he have already?
If he don't get the MVP, it's a crime, man. He's averaging a triple double. Only Oscar Robertson and Westbrook's done it in the career
Yeah,
of the NBA.
but
I mean, you got to give him in props on that.
The NBA loves a story. Like when Derrick Rose won in 2011, we all knew LeBron was the best player. I mean,
well, just like when Joker didn't get it a couple years ago, and they gave it to Embiid.
Yeah.
I mean, Joker deserved it then too.
Or
Joker should be
I'm not a Harden guy, but when Westbrook averaged a triple double, that was a great story. They gave it to Westbrook instead of Harden. So there's a lot of narratives. I think Shea's gonna get MVP this year. He hasn't won it yet. Joker would have had won 4 if he wins it. I think Jokic is the best player in the world. I agree. I love Jokic. I think Shea's gonna get the MVP though, for sure.
But you gotta understand this, brother. I get it. NBA is not big on Denver because it's not a big school.
They won in 23. I think, since they won, the league likes them. They've won. They want them to win again.
They like Denver. They just don't like Joker, like you say, because Joker makes basketball he makes it look too easy. It's even though the passes he makes are some of the most incredible, just magician-like passes that he does right
behind the head. Yeah, but he'd rather go to Serbia and ride his horses. Like, to be frank,
He likes his ponies.
He's got to win the MVP. I really think he wins the MVP.
I hope he does. That would be phenomenal.
He deserves it.
I think, I mean, but like you said, deserving doesn't always mean you get it, but
yeah, exactly.
Look what he's look at all the things he's accomplished.
But besides that, back there, you don't really think Denver's got a shot? They split the series.
No,
with
I hope they do. You're right. They split the series with the Thunder. I just think the Thunder are a better team.
Hey, brother, let me tell you this, and I'm going to be straight about this.
Isn't really great. Go ahead.
Whoever wins this series, that MVP is going to go to that MVP. He's going to.
Yeah. I mean, it's a regular season award, but
whoever wins that series, because you know what? We're going to be seeing a lights out, both sides going for it, saying, "Hey, I want that MVP." That's all it's about.
Yeah, I mean, I wish it was that way for the postseason, but it is a regular season award. but I concur with what you're saying. Like whoever wins this series, they should edge it towards that for sure.
And it's a great matchup. You got 1 versus 2. Well, shit, 2 1-1s. You know
Yeah.
what? It's going to be a battle. I think both of them are going to step up to the point because they want to prove something to each other and themselves.
Yeah, no, Denver's great. I hope they pull through, to be honest.
Okay. Tony, like
Yo.
realistically, how much money would you put on the Nuggies to somehow go on a run and win it all? I mean,
I
50
already
cents
did.
He already did.
back when it was 30-1,
I got it at 25-1.
25-1.
Yeah.
Well, for right now, because they've moved into round 2. I'm just saying they're only 2 years removed from being NBA champions. They still got Joker. They still got Murray. They have a resurgent Russell Westbrook.
Hey, Braun, you got to look at Braun too. Braun looked great last night.
Well,
he
here,
stepped up.
let's
Stepped
start
up
here.
like
Sorry.
an all-star.
Let's just start here. Billy, out of the East, I get it. I was excited about the Cavs last year, but who do you see making it to the finals in the East realistically, Billy?
Realistically,
Yeah.
it reminds me of a 2015 Warriors run. I'm taking Cleveland.
Okay. So if Cleveland, say the Nuggets can somehow get
they have
through,
they have a new coach, new life. They have great players. They have 3 all-stars. They have Jared Allen, Evan Mobley with their length. I mean, I take Cleveland.
okay,
I know
so
it's a borderline bold take, but I would take the Cavs.
So I'm just going fantasy land here because obviously the Nuggets
Yeah.
have to get through the entire West. If they were to somehow do that, and it was Nuggets Cavs, who you taking?
Oh man, that's tough. I want to say Denver, but I think Cleveland's the better team.
Got it. So basically,
Yeah.
the consensus is the Nuggets are good, but they're not great. They're not NBA championship great this season.
I just think their bench. I mean, Braun was great, but I think their bench. I mean, I know you have that Westbrook spark, but you guys have seen Westbrook when he's, 2 for 12 and he's turning the ball over and he's making errant plays. Like you guys are prisoner of the moment a little bit. I know he was phenomenal. He had 5 steals yesterday, but he does have bad games, so I wouldn't
Agreed.
I wouldn't quite just ride this Westbrook train all the way to,
Okay, listen. Okay, then I have one more. I have one more question about that.
Yeah,
Does
go ahead.
anybody know NBA playoff drug testing policies? Okay, so where I'm going with this is if you took Russell Westbrook and you shot him up with some steroids an hour before the game, would anybody know?
I mean, he plays the same way every game, so probably.
But I know, but I'm just saying, if you got him hopped up,
probably
on
not.
Juice,
you wouldn't know.
do you think anybody would know? Tony, do you know anything about NBA drug testing policies?
Man, they keep on taking those female hormones. It's going to get them going. Sooner or later, they're going to find out.
Bama, if Russell Westbrook was on your team, would you juice him before the game just to get for one game, a 25-year-old Russell Westbrook out there?
Especially that's just dumb.
I'm just saying.
Bobby Portis.
It's
Bobby
all entertainment, dude.
What happened to him? He got drug tested. Bobby Portis on the Bucks. He got suspended.
For juicing?
Do you guys want to talk about Milwaukee with?
Yeah, I do. Talk about Giannis. Where do you see? We'll go Giannis, Billy, and then I wanted to go Lakers, and then from there, whatever.
Okay.
So
cool.
so is Giannis going to be a Denver Nugget next year?
Denver Nugget, or I
Yes.
would play the field, like the field or Milwaukee. I don't know if he's going to be a Nugget.
When Giannis and Joker are on the same team next year, how beast mode is that going to be?
That would be phenomenal. my dream scenario for Giannis, because I think he needs to get out of Milwaukee. I think we all agree,
Yeah.
right? We
Yeah,
all
a
agree
little
he needs
market,
to
yeah.
leave the Bucks. He stayed there longer than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lou Alcindor back then. So he got their ring in 2021. Thank you, Milwaukee. It's time for me to go. Okay. So I think he should go to San Antonio. Can you
Oh,
imagine? Can you imagine Wembanyama, Antetokounmpo, and
oh my God.
then you have Fox in the backcourt? Can you imagine that? So that
But
I
wouldn't it
don't
be
care what it
awesome
takes.
for him, brother? Wouldn't it be awesome for him to say Murray,
Back to the
Giannis,
Denver. Back to Denver. Yeah,
Joker,
yeah.
Braun?
Westbrook.
Wouldn't it be awesome?
He's going to
Westbrook.
Golden State.
Yeah.
Giannis goes to Golden State. He's going to play with Seth and Butler.
Steph and
Yeah.
Butler. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I mean, Game 7's tonight. We'll see if Houston can beat. I think Golden State messed up. They had their chance. Now they're back home in Houston. Game 7. I think Houston
I
can
agree.
take it.
And they got one of the top defenses in the whole league, man. And they show it game in and game out. Even the games that Houston lost, their
Yeah.
defense is stacked.
I mean, going back to Giannis, what if you went to Houston? What
Yeah.
if what if
That would be
Wow.
fire.
you call Houston and, hey, who do you want? We'll give you Alperen Şengün, baby Jokic. You want him for Giannis? Sure. The only player that's untouchable on Houston is Amen Thompson. That guy is a freak athlete. He's a 1% of the 1%ers. I would not trade Amen Thompson, but I would trade any other player. You want Jalen Green? Sure. You want Fred VanVleet? You want a first-round draft pick? Sure. Just we're not giving you Amen Thompson, but you can have any other player you want. You want Alperen Şengün? Sure.
Okay.
For Giannis?
So,
Absolutely.
well, okay, this kind of, and this might be crazy, but, well, maybe not. It ties in for me a little bit to the Lakers. All right. Do you think, what are the chances that this was LeBron's last season?
People
I believe it.
say that. I think he wants like a Dwayne Wade, Dirk Nowitzki, Kobe Bryant, last farewell hoorah tour. I mean, it's LeBron James we're talking about. I mean, you
I know,
have to
but
put respect on his people would, last game going to Orlando, last game going to Sacramento, last game going to Milwaukee.
So,
People are gonna
and actually that kind of goes either way that I want to go with this thing. Let's say next year is his final year. Could they by any means get Giannis and have Giannis, LeBron, and Luka on the same team?
Yeah, but I think LeBron has 2-3 more years. I know he's 40 years old, but look at him. He was phenomenal.
Wasn't this his 21st season? I mean, I get it. He's still.
No, he's a phenomenal. I think he wants to play with Bryce, his other son, who is kind of like the LaMelo to Lonzo. Like, we think Bryce is going to be better than Bronny. So I think he wants to maybe play with Bryce, other son. So
if he were to retire, then obviously the Lakers need a huge name to fill those shoes. So either way.
So Giannis would be.
I mean, I just say that because the Lakers are the kind of team that, like the Yankees or the Dodgers. Like,
they get stars.
They just do what they do. They get who they want.
See, but that's the part. Hey, Shotgun, I agree with you 100. Shotgun, I agree with you 100%. You got Kareem Abdul, you had Magic Johnson, you had freaking Shaq, you had Bryant, they keep on coming. They keep on coming.
Anthony
you know
Davis,
what? That's where Luka came into effect because LeBron knows he's getting ready to go out. I think next year is going to be his tour of saying goodbye to all the leagues and all the teams that he's played. I think it's a goodbye.
But do you agree that he needs a farewell? Thank you so much.
I think he needs a farewell for what he's accomplished in his career from high school from high school Notre Dame going in to Cleveland, his hometown, winning a championship there, and then winning multiple championships.
Plus his ego wants one.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the all-time
I
leading
agree with
scorer.
that
I mean,
too.
he's phenomenal. I think we can't just have him. This is his last season going out in 5 against Minnesota. No, man, he's gonna play another. He's gonna play at least another year.
Yeah,
his
no,
only
I think
title-
I
his
think
only
he's
title-
gonna show a show.
Hey, his only title in LA is still the COVID title, right?
I mean, people say that's an
Yeah.
asterisk title, the bubble Mickey Mouse title. I don't think so.
Because
I
it
think
is.
that's
It
a
is.
legitimate.
It is an
it's a
asterisk title.
It's a legitimate. I mean,
No,
name
it's
a harder
not.
title to win.
It
I
was
mean,
played in
yeah, they were the
Orlando.
best team in a bubble.
No, I
in-
mean, you know, LeBron was the
No.
best player on the team. I mean, you could say Anthony Davis was, but
I know,
LeBron
but-
got Finals MVP. Do you
Yeah,
guys
but
want
I-
to talk?
Anthony
Do
Davis said
you guys
great.
want to
Had a
touch on?
Regular season and COVID in a bubble.
Do you guys want to touch on Damian Lillard,
not
or do you want to
second.
move on?
I
'Cause
don't know. I guess
He tore his
I-
ACL. Like that's
Yeah.
Yeah, the only
That
other
sucks,
thing
yeah.
the only other thing I really wanted to chat about was maybe Damian Lillard, dude. I feel bad for Dame Lillard.
yeah. I mean,
That could be a season. That could be a career
Was it
thing.
ACL? I thought it was Achilles. Was it ACL?
it was Achilles. Yeah,
I thought it was Achilles. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. And
That's
you know,
that's a career-ending situation.
whenever someone goes down with no contact injury, like a DeMarcus Cousins, you know, Kevin Durant when they played the Raptors in 2019, that happened. It feels like someone kicks you in the back of the leg, evidently. And you know, I saw Lillard go down, no one touched him, and you just knew right away it wasn't good.
Freak it.
Yeah, so I feel bad for. I'm a huge Lillard fan. I mean, besides
He's
Steph
a great
Curry,
player.
no one's a better shooter from deep besides Steph Curry. And like Trey
mean-
Young's great too, but
There was times in his career where he made Jordan-esque clutch
yeah, in
shots.
Portland,
bro.
absolutely. And then I feel bad because he wanted to play with Bam Adebayo in Miami, and instead he goes to Milwaukee where it's ice cold all the time. So, and he was going through a divorce, personal issues, off the court issues, and then for this to happen, you know, it's too bad because he's going to be out all next year.
Yeah.
And this kind of leads to the Giannis thing. Where the heck is Giannis going to go?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I feel bad.
All right,
for
well,
Denver, Colorado.
Okay, so right now I will just kind of wrap up NBA talk. I know you got a freaking roll, Billy. Everybody, Bama, you got to
Yeah.
put $1,000 on one team to win the NBA title this year. Where's it going?
One team to do it this year. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna be the homer and go with the Boston Celtics. They're gonna repeat.
I thought you were going to say Denver.
No, I'm not that
TMP.
much of a homer.
TMP. Realistically, you're trying to make money. The mortgage is on the line, bro.
If I want to do a long shot, a Cinderella team, just going to the finals, I want the New York Knicks. But
You're going to say Denver.
my money. Damn it. Boston Celtics.
Oh, that's what.
Not Denver.
I'm
shocked. You
That
guys
does
both
remote-
picked
I
Boston.
love my Denver. I love my Nuggets. But when Boston's hot, shit, and they've been hot for a while, they're still hot.
They suck. I hate the freaking Celtics. Fucking
I'm
suck.
out.
I
I
know.
love
Me
Boston.
too. But hey, if my money's going and I want money, Boston.
Billy Hughes.
Yeah. Well, I love
You gotta put
Minnesota.
$1,000, bro.
Yeah. I love Minnesota. They have so much upside.
I just think
I love Anthony Edwards, and Julius is clicking. So I don't know, but if I had $1,000 to put on it, I probably wouldn't pick Minnesota. You know, I think the safe pick is OKC. So, but I don't believe in the Thunder either. So, and
No,
I
you don't.
yeah, I don't believe in the Thunder either. I want to see what they can do.
Who
So
do you
I don't
believe in?
know.
No,
Yeah.
nobody really thinks Knicks or Cavs. I mean, I like the Cavs. Like
Yeah,
the
I'd probably
Cavs,
take
dude.
Cleveland. I would probably take Cleveland, Spencer.
I think that's just. I mean,
I like Cleveland. Gosh darn
You
it. I
can't. You're
like
not supposed to
Cleveland.
bet with your heart, but like, and maybe Boston repeats. There's just such a effing boring ass team, man. It's
Yeah,
like watching effing paint dry. And who's their star? What's his name?
it's Jalen Brown,
The other guy.
Jason
I can
Tatum,
do it.
No. What's his name? Billy?
Porzingis?
Jason
Porzingis?
Tatum.
Jason Tatum. That dude
Oh.
bugs me, man. I don't know why. He just bugs me.
No, because
Yeah,
he's good.
I'm really not a Tatum fan. I think Holiday and Porzingis are their most pivotal pieces.
I
Yeah.
like that. I think it's kind of cool that
I like
Porzingis
Brown.
has
Yeah, I mean,
made a resurgence. Thank you.
yeah, I mean they have Derek White. They have a lot of good players.
That's why they're
It's hard to repeat though. It's hard to repeat.
It's
and I
so
think-
hard to
No,
repeat.
yeah,
I
I
would
mean,
take the field over the Celtics. Like if I had to bet $500 right now, I would take the field over the Boston.
I'd
Hey,
put
brother,
$1,000
I
on
gotta
the
give a
Cavs.
shout out real quick. What do you think about the New York Knicks? I think they're gonna
I
be
like
the
them.
sleeper.
The only thing is, guess who they're playing?
I
Boston.
know. I know.
Bye-bye, New York.
But
But
it's
hey,
big city against big city. I love it.
I-
New York is
Yeah,
against
maybe
Boston.
maybe the fix is in. Put your money on the Knicks.
I don't feel comfortable putting money on the Knicks.
But hey, like I said,
Especially with Tom
Cinderella team.
Thibodeau. Especially with Tom Thibodeau running their starters into the ground.
But maybe
they'll all play.
if Guido gets to the refs, bro, you never know. Not
but
everything is what it seems. We were talking about it a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I say Boston in 6 against New York, but I love the Knicks. I hope they surprise us and do something special.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Man, Brunson did great on game 7, man.
That step
What
back,
the heck was that? That
it was game
3-pointer
6.
was sick.
It was game 6, but yeah, it was sick.
Game
When he
6,
did
I'm sorry about that.
when he
Yeah,
did
but
the step
what
back,
the heck?
it was like a Dwayne Wade, Donovan Mitchell step back between the legs. That was really cool.
Oh,
All right,
man,
well,
I
cool.
was screaming.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on to get a little bit back to hockey, and then we're gonna dive into NFL, Billy.
Cool. Go
So-
Stars. I don't think Dallas has won since
Go
the, ni-
Stars!
the
Oh, God,
99
Billy.
Cup.
What did you just say, you son of a bitch?
Did
Get the-
Dallas
Yeah,
win the
Get
Stanley?
the hell out of here,
No,
Billy.
I'm just kidding. kidding.
I don't.
I
I think
heard
the
your
Stars
friend
winning
talking
is
about the
unrealistic,
Stars.
but it's a
when
good
it came
hopeful.
on. Dallas won with Mike McDonald, Bill Guerin, Marty Turco. in
Yeah, we know. We're
1999.
from Denver. Me and
Yeah,
Tony
yeah.
are from Denver, Billy.
You guys know I'm Canadian, so I have a lot of hockey knowledge. Yeah. All right, you
Well,
guys.
are you a
It's still
hockey
fresh.
fan?
It's still fresh. That game
I
7
used to
loss,
be
so.
a I used to be a Canucks fan. I was at game 2
Just
of the
so you-
finals.
Cool.
Hey,
2011.
Vancouver?
this is our hockey expert right next to me. Just so
Yeah,
you
I'm
know.
from Vancouver. I could talk to you about hockey all day, but I got to run here. I'm at the Anaheim Angels. I got to work this Angels game here.
Okay.
Oh,
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, well, Billy, thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
And yeah, come back soon, dude. Like
Yeah.
I said. Oh, hey, real quick before you leave.
yeah.
Like I said, we are about to start Dorks versus Degenerates.
Cool.
So, stay tuned. You got
Yeah.
a couple. Hey, Billy, you got a couple $100?
Yeah. We could work some out.
So basically, we're all, you throw in whatever. It's going to be individual. You invest $200 in cards. I'm going to invest 200 in cards. Tony's going to put up 200 on gambling. Bama, if he wants. And, we'll go until football season starts. And we're going to see who makes the most money, the Dorks or the Degenerates.
I couldn't tell you a thing about football, but would I do basketball?
Doesn't matter. You just got to invest in cards, period.
Oh, okay. I would do basketball then. Yeah.
I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're buying shoe boxes from grandma's
It
basement.
could be Lorcana.
It's an investment.
Lorcana.
We're gonna. The point is, what's a better investment, gambling or investing in like memorabilia?
Well, it's memorabilia.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, it depends on if you want a quick return or how quick.
Yeah,
return
you
want.
think
I
I'm
don't know, man.
break-
I've
You think
I
I'm gonna
followed-
break open $1,000 box and hope to get a Wimbenyama gold or whatever? You're better off buying the single. Like buy the chase card.
so I'm just letting you know. I think it'd be something fun to do
Yeah.
over the summer. Dorks
Yeah,
versus
I concur.
Degenerates. We're gonna see who wins. So
Cool.
All right.
Well, thanks for having me on, you guys. Appreciate you.
Yep.
All right,
Hey,
see you
have a
soon,
good one,
Billy.
brother.
All right. Have a good day.
Hey,
Bye,
hey,
Billy.
G Unit, are you there?
All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
Bye.
Oh, hey, say words so you come up on the camera
I'm here.
or turn your video on.
It is
G
on.
Unit,
It is
hi.
Hi,
on. Can you
G-Unit.
guys see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay, bro. I
Happy
just
unit.
Hi. Sorry,
How
guys.
you doing,
I went to
baby?
church. I went to church this morning, so I'm.
that's
God
cool.
bless America.
We started with hockey, so when we actually all right. We can should we is he have you ever met Larabe, Alex?
No. Hi, I'm Alex. Hi.
So Larabe is our like hockey newish hockey expert girl.
Love it.
She is a super hockey fan. So just because we don't have a ton of that on sports and tacos. So Billy came in, he didn't have much time for NBA. Tony, I'm sad because the Avs got knocked out.
Me too.
Larabe, you follow
I
hockey
thought
a
it was
lot.
gonna
I
be a
do.
grow of life.
I'm not gonna watch it now because the abs are out.
I know.
See, I said that when the Bruins didn't even make the playoffs, but I'm still watching just because, like, it's been 2 weeks into the playoffs and it's already been like a shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. I love hockey. Oh my
I
gosh.
do too.
No,
So
focus is basketball now. I'm with you. I won't pay much attention with the Avalanche not in there.
Yeah, me too. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I'm taking the Vegas Knights go to all the way.
you
They
know
look
that's
too damn
dude,
good.
that's you get almost 7
They
to 1
look
on
too
that
good.
right now.
Vegas
I'll take that
hasn't
back.
won since their inauguration year, I think.
I guess I'll be watching until the Canadian teams are out because Canada hadn't won a cup in how many years? Like 20, 30 years since the Canadian teams won the Stanley Cup. So
19. It was in the 1990s, I think, the last time a
it's been a
Canadian team
long
won.
time. Yeah. So I'll watch till Edmonton goes out. I'm pulling for Edmonton now if they're can do anything. I don't even know if they're still in there, honestly.
McDavid.
Yeah.
McDavid.
They might even be out already. I don't really know.
No, Edmonton's in.
I was thinking they were still in there. But
Yeah.
It's Montreal that's out, I believe.
yeah, Canadians got beat by
I
Washington.
well,
so,
okay,
yeah.
so I looked up the odds to win the Stanley Cup now that the Avs are out.
Yeah, Montreal's out.
We're almost, I think, into the next round. So the Stars are now the favorite, basically at 4 to 1. The Panthers are right there with them at about 4 to 1. The Hurricanes are 5 to 1. The Oilers are about 6 to 1.
There we go.
Vegas is about 6 to 1. And the
like
the
Vegas.
Capitals. The Capitals are 10 to 1.
Okay, y'all were talking about LeBron retiring, and it made me think. I was like, if I don't believe the Capitals are going to take it home, but if the Capitals do we think Ovechkin's going to retire the season because he has nothing else to play for? He beat
Yeah.
Gretzky's record, and if he wins the Stanley Cup this year,
You go on,
like
yeah,
he's
go on
past his time. You know what I mean?
Retire.
Huh?
Has he ever won a Stanley?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, he's definitely won a
Yeah,
cup
he's
before.
won one.
But there's no other reason for him to keep playing. Like the only reason we know he was hanging on for so long is because everyone's like, oh, he's gonna beat Gretzky's record. He's gonna beat Gretzky's record, and he did, right? So if he wins a Stanley Cup this year, is he gonna retire? And if he doesn't, should he retire? That's my question.
To be honest with you, hey baby, I agree with you 100% on that. 100%. I do agree with you on that. You know what? He accomplished a major goal.
Like he's good
I
now. He's
think-
good. And in all of his years, he has never scored a playoff OT goal until the last series. That was his first playoff overtime goal he's ever scored. But to be fair, it was a massive fluke on Montreal's part because they left it wide open. But still, like, what's he got left?
I agree with you 100%. Like I was saying,
No, it's kind of like I said with LeBron. He's going to want to go out and have another year where he can go, hey, you're going to get to watch the all-time NHL leader in goals scored. You get to watch him play one more time. So he's going to go out for one more year at least with that.
he's going to do a tour. Just I could see Ovechkin actually after this season, win the Stanley Cup or not. I see him saying a farewell tour next season.
I mean, it's
One
not
more
necessarily
year.
true.
Like a
It's
Marc-Andre Fleury kind of
just
thing?
one more year.
One more year saying goodbye to all the teams that he played.
Well,
I win or lose, if he does win the Stanley Cup, I could see him retiring. But if he doesn't win anymore in the playoffs, I could see him actually doing the good old fashioned next year saying goodbye to everybody and still scoring goals and making a record for himself and everything else.
Dude,
Like what Marc-Andre Fleury did this year. Because
Oh.
he's officially retired. I believe like when the Wild lost the series, I think he's done.
all I know is all this talk of Ovechkin and like LeBron. Dude, it's starting to make me feel old. Do you remember when
Hey,
LeBron
Shaka,
came
we
into
are
the
old.
league and then Sidney Crosby and Ovechkin came in at the same time? Like that seems like yesterday. And now we're talking about these fuckers. These fuckers have been playing for like 20 years and they're getting ready to retire.
Speaking of Sidney Crosby, I pose a similar question. He's not in the playoffs. They haven't been in the playoffs for quite some time. The Penguins, that is. I don't think Sidney Crosby is going to retire next year. But then, like, it's like, what is he doing? You know what I mean? Like, the Penguins look like a retirement home. The whole team. You know, they got Carlson, they got Crosby, they got fucking Yeager. Like, why? Like, I don't know. I know the Penguins aren't in the playoffs, and there's not really like much talk around them. There's like nothing like the most exciting thing the Penguins did this season is gain Carlson.
Isn't that kind of what the Bruins have become too? Dun, dun, dun.
God. Do not talk about my Bruins like that.
So anyways,
Boston's supposed to be good this year.
Tony, who are you putting $1,000 on to win the Stanley Cup?
Gosh darn it, man. That's up in that. Oh. Hey, I'm gonna still say it. Vegas Knights.
Vegas?
They're
Okay,
gonna
cool.
actually win a
All right.
championship.
We got G Unit on. I want to talk about some NFL foosball. All right, G Unit, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I just want to kind of recap the draft. Okay, no, G Unit.
What?
You had a little assignment since the last time I saw you. So,
Oh, I did, didn't I?
did you watch any of the videos? It's okay if you didn't.
No, I forgot.
All right, fine. So we'll postpone the quiz till the next show.
Do the next
Just
show.
remember-
Okay.
Yeah, I need you to know why we make fun of the chefs.
Okay.
The original commercial.
Okay.
So,
I
anyways,
don't think anyone's ever gonna stop making fun of the chefs.
it's because that commercial was so funny back in the day.
Good googly moogly.
Great.
I'm putting it in my
googly moogly.
calendar to watch this week. I'm so sorry.
No, you're totally fine. And then, like I said, you need to watch Jerry Rice highlights because,
Jerry Rice.
dude, he was unbelievable. I mean, and Champ Bailey, because Champ Bailey was freaking believable. But
Yeah.
anyway, so we'll dive into standard. Did you follow much of the Chiefs draft?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was yeah, it was crazy. I was surprised by their picks.
Are you happy?
Yes, absolutely. Protect Mahomes.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, especially after that Super Bowl, like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you face a just a freakish beast mode defense like that
I know.
again.
I mean,
you give
first
Mahomes
first
time.
pick was Josh Simmons from Ohio State. I mean, he's got to be good for them to choose an offensive tackle. First pick, Josh Simmons. He's got to be really good.
Let me sit down.
You gotta do it. Oh, okay, cool. So happy, protect Mahomes, assuming you guys get back in the near future, which won't happen because the Denver Broncos are gonna be in the way. But okay, Bama.
Yo.
What were your thoughts on the Ravens draft?
I mean, it wasn't nothing flashy, but I liked it. No, we got some secondary help early, like we did. One thing I thought was kind of funny, we did draft a kicker with the whole Justin Tucker saga going on with him and his Deshaun Watson-esque ways of the massage parlors and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got like what 20? You got
You
20
know-
people come out now, 20 girls, yeah.
Like-
so we drafted a kicker just in case, we got one of them, but
Okay, okay, I don't understand that. Okay, all right.
do you know-
I'm gonna get a little controversial here, but like Deshaun Watson, the dude had bank. Okay, so these girls, I'm guessing, had a little bit of motivation,
yes.
money, to do what they were doing because they're gonna get paid.
Yep.
how much money does a kicker have? Like, that
He's
payday.
the highest paid
Hey,
kicker
they
in
ain't gonna be
football,
a
you know.
Deshaun Watson payday. I'm just saying.
I'll give you $40.
Like, nobody okay, I'm just saying, like, nobody cares if Joe Blow plumber goes to the tug and rub all the time because he doesn't have any money to sue him for.
I mean,
I'm just
Tucker's
saying.
got some money, man. Yeah, Tucker's made pretty good money as a kicker.
You better massage
But I
my
mean,
leg.
kicker, what does he make? Like a couple $1,000,000 a year? Like, he's not
Probably.
going to be able to pay
Oh.
100 chicks. Like, I
No,
don't
he
know.
definitely won't be able to do that. Yeah.
No, he ain't got Deshaun Watson money. I'm just saying.
No, he ain't
Deshaun
making
had,
Deshaun. He could borrow some.
like,
Deshaun.
Deshaun had like 260 million guaranteed, you know?
Oh, geez.
So
Yeah, but
that
you,
makes
hey,
sense.
Shaka, you got to understand this. He's not going to the high class massage area. He's going to the third grade massage area.
Yeah. He's going to
The
the
lower,
three-star hotel.
Where it's
the lowest.
$29.99, all you can get.
Hey, hold up now. Hold on. Just look up Justin
So a
Tucker's.
lot of these cases are
Spencer.
going to go to probably small claims court. They're going to be
Spencer's.
like, I want my
Tucker's
$2,000.
Tucker's recent contract is a 4-year, $24 million deal. So he's making $6 million as a
Okay.
kicker.
Hey, maybe I'm wrong. He's a hell of a kicker.
Yeah.
So now he gets to supersize it.
With 17 million guaranteed.
Didn't.
Hey,
I just,
we're talking about drafts. You know what? I want to talk about the Broncos draft.
yeah,
cares?
so do I.
Man, we did good. We did
Dude.
really good.
Yeah.
And you know
Oh
what?
my.
I was very impressed. We drafted a punter from Florida. We need
Yeah.
that.
Well,
And I'm just happy all the way around what
I like,
our Broncos did.
You're still not going
dude,
to catch the Chiefs.
I guess we are, because Patrick Mahomes
That's
is
right,
gonna,
Bama.
Patrick Mahomes
Sorry, G
isn't
Unit,
going to
that's
have
a G
anybody to
Unit.
throw the football to. He's just not. Like, I thought that was like medieval when Sean Payton took, Jahdae Barron. We don't need defensive help, really. And
Yes,
but
we do.
he went and took maybe a future All-Pro cornerback.
Did you watch the Buffalo playoff game? You don't need defense.
I mean, we do, but like, we need a lot of things. But
Wow, you admit
usually
that. Wow.
most teams only have one shutdown corner. But we could see the second coming of the no-fly zone. I'm just saying. Coverage
Hey,
sack,
and we
baby.
picked up that kid from Texas, man. I'm very happy about that. We got
That's
a
what I'm
number
talking
one
about.
on one side. We got a number one on the other side.
Yeah. So we already, I think we're real close, if not led the league in sacks. So it's going to be even
We
harder.
did lead the league.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's going to be even harder when, Mahomes drops back, looks left, that guy's covered. Looks right, that guy's covered. Oh no, I've got 3 dudes about to just destroy me. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be
Whatever.
Broncos circa 2015. And I also liked, I checked out some videos of the kid from UCF, that running back. Dude, he's a
Yep.
beast.
Yep.
I know he went to the second round, but is it RJ Harvey? He's a beast. And not only is he a beast running, he's like a little bowling ball. He can catch the ball too. He had a whole bunch of receiving highlights, which was, for a running back.
I think Coach kept that quiet because I thought we were going to be going for the North Carolina running back, but you know what? Out of nowhere, UCF. Whoa! But when you watch the highlights, like you said, oh my
Dude,
gosh, man, this guy's
kid's a
pretty damn
beast.
good.
No, yeah. I mean, in this day and age of the NFL, barely, running backs are not nearly as valued as they used to be. A second round running back in 2025 is kind of like a first round running back in, say, 1995,
That's
in a way.
100%. Like, hey, G Unit, you guys, how many wide receivers did you all pick up in the draft?
One. Jalen
And
Royal out of Utah.
Yep. Okay, I was curious on that one. He's not bad.
Yeah, he's not bad. I think
at
he's
all.
a good one. He's a good one. But everyone else they were surprised by. They were like, okay, there was a lot of boos during their draft, during their picks. It was weird.
Well, I mean, Andy Reid
all
ain't
you
dumb.
guys were doing was you're filling up the pockets. That's what you guys were doing, which it might sound boring, but it's going to help you guys in the future to create the team that you already have.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might seem boring as the draft picks that you guys picked up, but you guys are filling in holes that you guys needed to fill.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I think we got one player of each. Yeah, because we got a cornerback, running back, defensive tackle, offensive tackle, and wide receiver. So one player
Yep.
at each position. So you're
Yep.
right.
You're
You
filling
said
the
it, Tony.
holes. You're filling the holes.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be
And-
another freaking good season. Oh my God. And Kelsey's coming
Well,
back.
I
He's
mean,
not retiring. I
you
mean, it's
guys
going to,
Yeah, but he's trying to get Swifty that diamond ring that she needs.
yeah, that's right.
And you guys are going to be good as long as Patrick Mahomes is healthy. It's that simple. Because you're
Yeah.
not going to face a freakish defense like Philly had this year every year. And even if you go back to when you guys lost to the Buccaneers, that was a freakishly good defense, and they had Tom Brady. So
Yeah.
Andy Reid isn't stupid, but the competition, even in just the AFC West, is coming from the Broncos and from
Watch
even the
out,
Chargers.
Broncos.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Watch out, Broncos.
Like,
We look good. We're for like I was telling G Unit, they're filling the holes. We're filling the holes that we need to fill. And guess what? We're not going to be running 3 running backs anymore.
Uh-huh.
no, we won't need to. So basically, where I'm going, other than the stupid Raiders, who I don't know what they did in the freaking draft, but I guess
She did all right.
okay,
They did
this
all right.
this basically given that the Kansas City Chiefs are just going to be representing the AFC in the Super Bowl for the next 5 years. I don't think it's going to be nearly the given that it has been the last 5 years. You have some
Yeah.
teams
Everything stepped
stepping
up
up.
in the AFC.
Yeah,
Even the Chargers stepped up.
I mean, you still have the best quarterback in football, but people, if they use the Philly template of how to beat Patrick Mahomes, one of the teams, at least in the division, that's closest to doing that is going to be our Denver effing Broncos, baby.
I know, and that's why I'm so excited to be on this show with you guys. I love it. We're gonna have some competition between the Broncos and the Chiefs this season.
Oh my
This
God!
is gonna be
it's
our best year yet.
Yes.
Hey, G Unit, just think about it. Hey, G Unit, just think about it. We could have beat you twice last year, all because of our damn snapper and
Yeah.
our guard. Oh my
and
God.
they got insanely lucky when they blocked that freaking field goal at the end
I
of the game.
know. We
That's
barely
what I'm
won that
talking
game.
about. We could have been
We
2-0
barely
with
won
you
like
guys.
10 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. It's always a good game when we play you guys. Always. Yeah.
So
none of your starters played that last game though. You can't really call that a win because no
That's
Kansas
true.
City Chiefs starter played.
It was a
that
game that didn't really
the
matter.
game that mattered, we should have, would have, could have won that game. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
anyways,
East-
it's going to
East
be a
don't
hell
count.
of an NFL year.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about the Broncos draft. And just in general, for sports and tacos.